Unfinished stains upon the floor where the sofa sat before. I can hear the walls talk back, every board begins to crack. My heavy boots are sounding strange, never thought that we would change. My chest is getting really tight, I cannot find the switch for light. I'm shaking while I turn the key, there is nothing left of me. The sun is streaming through the glass, I watch the heavy minutes pass. Everything we had is gone, this hollow room is moving on. Tape is stuck against the wood, I'd fix the damage it could. Dust is swirling in the air, there is no one left to care. I have nowhere left to hide. My pulse is hitting at my wrist, knowing that you don't exist. I'm reaching for a phantom hand in a life I never planned. The light is dancing on the wall, I'm waiting for the rain to fall. The space we filled is wide and deep, a hollow room I cannot keep. I am standing in the cold, watching all the grief unfold. The sound of breathing is too loud, like a storm inside a cloud. The window shows a sky of gray, I'll leave it all behind today. The echo of your name is clear, I'm leaving this hollow room right here. The silence is a heavy weight, I am leaving far too late. The blade is spinning fast tonight, spinning fast tonight. It cuts the heavy air so right, I watch the circle turn and stay, to chase the summer heat away. Crystalline sweat upon my face, I am stuck inside this narrow space. The motor makes a steady sound, the motor makes a steady sound, as metal wings go round and round. My skin is burning like a flame, the midnight wind forgot my name. This iron god will hold its ground until a better peace is found. A silver blur against the wall, it catches me before I fall. The window lets the moonlight in, against my dry and tired skin. You left a silence in the hall, but I can hear the rotor call, but I can hear the rotor call. The tension rises in the dark, I am waiting for a cooling spark. It keeps the rhythm constantly, to set my heavy spirit free. The darkness feels a little less inside this manufactured mess. Magnetic pull within the frame, it knows exactly why I came. The cage is locked and bolted tight to keep the motion in my sight. flows into the wire to put out every local fire. I feel the cooling touch of steel, it makes the brokens feel real. Feel so real. The motor sang a song to me while I was drowning in the sea. The rotation is a perfect art that mends the pieces of my heart. The oscillation never ends while everything around me bends. I breathe the artificial sky and watch the iron swallow fly. Oxide silver resting in my palm. This heavy metal keeps me feeling calm. The jagged edges cut against my skin. The jagged edges cut against my skin. I finally found the way to let you in. The tumblers wait for me to take a chance. We start our life within a single glance. I feel the friction as I turn the lead. Forget the bitter words that people said. This iron weight is opening the way. I step into a bright and better day. The prize is finally resting in my hand. I own the access to the promised land. Zinc and copper smell like rainy streets. My tired heart performs the rhythmic beats. I trace the pattern of the ancient mold. I trace the pattern of the ancient mold. A heavy treasure, better far than gold. The inner chamber clicks into the place. I see the future in your lovely face. There is no room for any doubt or fear. The destination is becoming clear. The metal teeth are sinking in the lock. I finally made it past the heavy block. I finally made it past the heavy block. A massive victory within my reach. More than a simple lesson I can teach. One moment for the taking of the prize. I see the fire burning in your eyes. The door is swinging open to the wall. I promise I will never let you fall. The heavy latch is falling to the floor. I found the love that I was searching for. A singular reward for being bold. The greatest story that was ever told. Observe this heavy key that belongs to me. The heavy metal ring, it belongs to us now. Everything is about to turn clear, knowing the fire is finally near. Sapphire colors are starting to fade, watching the beauty that we have made. The stars are departing away from the view. I am so happy to be here with you. I mean, can you believe the sight? Breaking away from the dark of night. Look at the sky as it starts to burn. This is the lesson we had to learn. Amber is spilling all over your skin. Watching a brand new story begin. Every valley is waking up now, taking a deep and a final bow. Silver is turning to yellow and pink, faster than turning to yellow and pink, faster than both of us even can blink. You know, It is a brand new start, beating inside of a hopeful heart. Watch as the heavens ignite and flare, taking away every single care. Warmth is returning to touch your hand, across the water and over the land. Everything looks so much better in white. Now that we finished the hardest fight, the clouds are moving so far away. Welcome the start of a perfect day. See how the world is a different place. Finding the magic in every space. Everything heavy is feeling so bright. Standing together in morning light. One more minute before it is done. Flying away to the heat of the sun. Everything's feeling so much more strong. This is the place where we both belong. Moving on the movie reel, images I cannot feel. Burning through the iron steel, turning like a heavy wheel. Celluloid rotates in place, scanning every frozen face. Cold air fills the empty space. Time begins to slow its pace, gliding on the movie reel. Wounds that only optics heal. Nothing in this room is real. Life is just a plastic seal. Particles reflect the white, cutting through the velvet night. Visions of a distant light. Fixing the internal sight. The lens is clear and very cold. The color starts to turn to mold. A world trapped in the acetate, beyond the reach of love or hate. Silver salt and chemistry, locked inside the memory. Frame by frame the history. Ends in total mystery. The needle finds the narrow groove. I watch the plastic slowly move. The heat is rising from the base. I see the lines upon your face, turning around. Velocity is all I need to watch the blackened surface bleed. The diamond drops and finds the track. There is no way of turning back. The needle back. The needle drops. The rhythm makes a hollow sound as everything goes round and round. The speaker starts to feel the strain, like heavy clouds before the rain. So warm. I wipe the dust from off the shelf. I try to find my former self. The cardboard sleeve is torn and old, a better truth than what was sold. The worn edge. The friction makes the winter melt, a deeper pulse than what I felt. The sapphire point is sharp and true. It cuts the space between the two. The truth. The crackle is a steady beat. It gives me all the summer heat. The record ends in circles now. I keep the promise and the vow. One last turn. The motor stops its turning wheel. I finally know the way I feel. The end of every single pain. The end. The scarlet signal warns me of the deep, a promise that I really need to keep. The water is a dark and heavy lake. I'm counting every second that I take. Granite stones are cold beneath my shoe. I am looking for a different view. The ferry boat is docked across the bay. The ferry boat is docked across the bay. While all the summer color turns to clay. The map is showing paths I shouldn't go, because the underling currents start to flow. The scarlet signal pulses on the wave. There is a certain quiet soul to save. The tide is coming in against the sand. I'm pulling back my reaching open hand. Gravity is pulling at the pier. It makes the final boundary very clear. The oxygen is thin inside the air. The oxygen is thin inside the air. I see the danger in your steady stare. A satellite is moving overhead to monitor the bitter words we said. Distance is a safety net for us, a simple way to avoid all the fuss. The battery is dying in the lamp. This evening is becoming very damp. I hear the metal clicking in the lock, synchronized with every ticking of the clock. The scarlet signal keeps me on the shore. I will not be the person from before. The beacon is a bright and steady red. I'm listening to what the sensor said. The winter wind is blowing through the gate. I'm leaving now before it gets too late. The frequency is fading from the sight. I turn my back and walk into the night. Coastal vibration is taking control. Finding the motion that that is good for the soul. Shore rhythm pulls me to the edge of the blue. Fast motion carries to the edge of the view. Fast motion carries me away from the view. Hear how the engine finds a melody now. Sweat on the surface of my salt-covered brow. Petroleum motors are filling the air, moving toward nothing, and I don't even care. Orange horizons are beginning to fade into the cooling of a deep purple shade. Ocean is breathing with a heavy intake, knowing exactly what is truly at stake. Pressure is rising as the sky starts to turn, watching the bridges as they finally burn. Coastline is blurring like a vision in the dark. Coastline is blurring like a vision in the dark. Fire is catching from a tiny blue spark. Feel the vibration of the road in the bone, rushing through places that I've never quite known. Tires are spinning on the edge of the road, leaving the burden of a heavier load. Wind in the cabin is a sudden surprise, watching the evening as it fills up my eyes. Gravity pulls on the weight of the day, watching the colors as they wash all away. Distance is nothing but a line on the map, falling right into a magnificent trap. Everything follows the design of the clock, breaking like water on the side of a rock. Swift and decisive is the way that we go, high on the feeling of a permanent flow. Chasing the pulse of the waves on the sand, searching for something that I hold in my hand. Dusk is a curtain that is starting to fall. Final directions are the clearest of all. Final directions are the clearest of all. Staccato raindrops line the narrow way. The sky is heavy and the stones are gray. I watch the water ripple near the wall, where silhouettes of giants seem shallow lake. A memory that time can never break. The silver pavement shines beneath my feet. The rhythm of the rain is cold and sweet. This liquid surface shows a different world, where banners of the past are now swirled within a silent monochrome parade. A city in a deep lagoon is laid, walking past the station and the square. A scent of bitter winter fills the air. The lanterns shiver on the polished ground, in a world that doesn't make a sound, searching for a long-forgotten grace. The water forms a dark and fluid glass, where all the ghosts of summer finally pass. The pavement is a window to the sky, where heavy clouds of silver wander by. The world is turned upon its heavy head, where every word of love is left unsaid. The surface breaks with every heavy stride. There is no longer any place to hide. The buildings stretch into the dark below, the only way for me to truly go. The water forms a dark and fluid glass, where all the ghosts of summer finally pass. The pavement is a window to the sky, where heavy clouds of silver wander by. The world is turned upon its heavy head, where every word of love is left unsaid. The ocean of the street is deep and wide. I vanish in the rain and every fear. Yeah. Granite chills my shaking hand, waiting in this lonely land. Steam is rising from the rail, morning light is looking pale. The heavy iron feels so cold, our entire story is old. The final truth has been told as the maps of life unfold. Train is moving here, the path is finally clear. The empty platform looks so gray. I am leaving town today. Every word I try to say simply seems to drift away. It is the time to go, the signal lights are low. Metal benches hard and black, no more way of looking back, no more way of looking back. Signal changes green to red, words that we have never said. Watch the clock upon the wall, waiting for a final call. That silver whistle sounds so shrill. Everything is standing still. I am acting on my will, walking down the grassy hill. Heavy doors are shut, the final tie is cut. Vapors moving through the sky. I refuse to start to cry. Silver tracks are long and wide. I have nowhere left to hide. Luggage weighs a heavy ton, luggage weighs a heavy ton. Everything I knew is done. The giant engine is so loud, hidden in a rainy crowd. I am feeling very proud, waiting for the heavy shroud. I take a final bow, vapors moving through the sky. I refuse to start to cry. Silver tracks are long and wide. I have nowhere left to hide. Luggage weighs a heavy ton, luggage weighs a heavy ton. Everything I knew is done. The long journey now begins. The lucky passenger wins. The old conductor just grins. Wash away my many sins, wash away my many sins. I am Oregon, waiting for the new dawn. Tick, 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 tick. Resting here upon the velvet shelf, the metal crown is cold against my thumb, waiting for the rhythmic life to come. Work that we have only just begun. Silence breaks within the heavy frame. Life is coming back without a name. The brass begins to turn inside the case. Smallest wheels are finding back their place. Brightest metal shines across the glass, marking every second as they pass. Tension grows with every single turn. There are lessons left for us to learn. Hear the song the copper swallows sing. Jeweled bearings hold the safe from quiet night. Every tooth is locked in clean embrace, holding on with elegance and grace. Now the internal world is waking wide. Nothing left for us to try and hide. Moving forward with a brand new finds its natural beat. The transformation is at last complete. The mainspring stores the energy we need, helping every tiny wheel succeed. Ancient circles spinning in a row, giving us the strength to finally go, giving us the strength to finally go. One more click to set the engine right, driving us into the fading light. Orange strobe hits the glass, watch the heavy minutes pass, cutting through the thickest haze, finding exits in this phase. Move, move, move right now. Ignition starts the lonely drive, feeling finally alive. 14 miles of buried stone, driving through the dark alone. Leather seats and burning oil, inner parts begin to boil, steering through the orange beam, living out a waking scheme. Watch the ceiling start to spin, let the rhythmic heat begin. Everything is coming clear, leaving every single fear. Fast, fast, fast. Orange signal lights the track, no more looking over back. Moving through the system vein, washing off the recent stain. Go, go, go right now. Seeming walls are flying past, moving way too fast to last. Tires screaming on the floor, I don't need you anymore. Headed for the open door, leaving for the weight behind. Freedom in a restless mind, freedom in a restless mind. See the pattern on the wall, waiting for the sudden fall. Colors shifting in the air, vulnerability I share. Run, run, run. Orange pulse within the frame, I am more than just a name, guiding me through hollow night, putting all the ghosts to flight. High, high, high right now. Buried deep beneath the ground, silence is a heavy sound. Wait for every sudden burst, quenching every heavy thirst. Orange beam sets me free, changing what I used to be. Steady signal in the dark, catching every single spark. Free, free, free right now. Coming out the other side, nothing left for me to hide. Tunnel flashes all I see, finally I'm truly me. The steady pulses in the frame, feeling right. I don't recall a single name, out of sight. The wheel is turning in my palm, the evening air is soft and calm. Engine pumping under heavy steel, the way the road is meant to feel. The vinyl holds me in my place, across the miles of open space. This motion keeps the spirit clear. Moving on, I'm leaving every single fear almost gone. The grip is firm. dashboard dials are spinning round. I love the heavy motor sound. The world is moving like a blur. I focus on the steady purr. The plastic dash is warm and blue. I'm looking for a different view. The motor heat is rising high beneath the heavy summer sky. I'm looking for a tiny spark. The silver trim is looking bright. We vanish in the fading light into the night.
Wooden shelf, a portrait of the inner self. The paper ghost is in the air. It leaves a trace of no one there. No one there. Ancestral oak against the wall. The silence stands so very tall. A heavy scent of drying ink. I stand upon the narrow brink. Narrow brink. Upon 17 wooden shelf, I find a version of myself. A paper ghost begins to rise before my cold and vacant eyes of myself. Gray particles within the light, they dance before my aching sight. The leather bindings start to peel, the only truth that I can feel. I can feel. A silhouette across the floor is moving toward the open door. The architecture of the mind is all the weight I leave behind. Behold 17 wooden shelf, the archive of a frozen self. The paper ghost is finally still against the winter windowsill. Finally still. The dust is settling on the page like actors on a silent stage. The monument of wood and glass will watch the final moments pass, moments pass, moments pass.
This yellow ring marks out the park, a clean division in the grass. Standing inside the pool of light, I wait for you to cross the edge. Halogen lamp hangs above the path, spilling a heavy heat on the ground. I watch the insects hit the glass, The air thick has changed its name under the leaning iron post. The amber border holds my weight, a paper hole inside the cold. I feel the pulse of every spark. Safety is found within the curve. Safety is found within the curve. You stand a dozen yards away, tracking the movement of my feet. Your silhouette is blurred and thin, waiting for someone to come close. The lawn is turned, lose the sense of time. One step to leave the heat behind. Nothing is left for us to say. Cold air is pressing on the side, frozen beside the garden hedge. The shining circle starts to fade into the plans that we have made. The world is slipping out of sight, outside the middle of the night. Outside the middle of the night. Leaving the center of the park, losing the line against the dark, before the arrival of the day. Burning through the atmosphere, watching every disappear. Velocity is taking hold. Everything is bought and sold. Above the clouds, a liquid flame. I forget my heavy name, looking at the sun descend, waiting for the day to end. The window frame is cold and white, chasing down the fading light. Every thought is left behind, peace is all I wanna find. Look at the amber skyline rise, painting colors in my eyes. Every moment feels so vast, better than the broken past. Metal feathers slice the air, moving on without a care. Safety belts are tight and thin. Let the lonely flight begin. Let the lonely flight begin. Engines pulse a steady beat, floating in a silver sea. Nothing else can reach me here. Everything is sharp and clear. Notice how the ceiling breaks, forgiving all my old mistakes. Endless space is all I see. Finally I'm feeling free. Heavy heart is getting light, safety in the coming night, higher than the birds can fly. Saying one last short goodbye, weightless in the cooling heat. The transition is complete. Witness how the heavens turn, watch the distant border burn. Orange fire across the skin, where the newer days begin. Amber skyline fades away into Allenham, into another quiet day. Heading to a different zone, leaving everything I know, going where I am not known.
And the weight on a bed of cold steel, turning the wheel for the way that I feel. Heavy hammers hitting back on the page, breaking the bars is a punch in the chest. I will never give the engine a rest. Black ribbon bleeding all over the white, giving me strength in the middle of night. Iron impressions that never will fade. Look at the beauty Ink on my fingers and grease on my hands. Harder I press, then the deeper it goes. Watching the way that the evidence grows. Carriage is sliding and ringing the bell. Telling a story that I have to tell. Striking the surface and making it true. Crushing the doubt that I once had for you. Did you think I would fold like a leaf? Buried in silence and drowning in grief. No, I am hitting the keys with my fist. Writing a name that will always exist. Pressure the ghost of the carpenter free. Permanent markings are etched in the bone. Building a temple of paper and stone. One single movement can change every part. One single movement can change every part. Hearing the beat of a mechanical heart. Metal on metal until I am done. Fighting a battle that has to be won. Final impression is left on the track. Keeping the movement and never look back. Dark. Mark.
Tectonic plates shift in the ground. I listen for the ghost of sound. Red plastic coils on the rug. I feel the phantom pressure of a hug. The air turns thick inside the room. I watch the garden flowers bloom. The sky begins to lose the light. I wait within the coming night. This copper wire digs in my palm. It brings a sudden heavy calm. I pull the cord until it bleeds. You are the only medicine I need. Beneath the floor, silver minerals sleep. The secrets that we promised we would keep. Breath moves through the hollow part. A needle stitches in my heart. I count the pulse within the cord. A feeling I could not afford. The salt is heavy on the skin. I let the darker thoughts begin. The metal line cools on my face. I try to find a way to leave this place. The weight of water fills the hall. I wait for you to answer when I call. I sink into the mattress like a stone, attached to something I cannot own. The distance is a sickness in the bone. I hate the way it feels to be alone. A thin connection stretches through the dark. It leaves a burning, bitter mark. I wrap the metal tight around my head and listen to the things you never said. Copper tastes like salt upon my tongue. The final song that we have ever sung. I cut the thread and let the body fall against the surface of the bedroom wall. starts to rise right before my eyes. Crimson light across the floor, lock the handle on the door. Silver salts begin to bloom in the silence of this room. Steady hands within the heat make the vision feel complete. Watch the edges turn to gray in the middle of the tray. You are coming into sight. Underneath the heavy light, destiny in every line, waiting for the perfect sign. Now the paper shows your face. Every feature finds its place. Every feature finds its place. Liquid movement on the sheet, where the past and future meet. Stillness in the water deep, visions that I want to keep. Slowly pulling from the dark, catching every tiny spark. Start to clear as your spirit draws so near, floating in the plastic dish, answering a silent wish, answering a silent wish. Chemistry reveals the truth, beauty of a vanished youth. Printed in the velvet ink, standing on the heavy brink. Fix the moment in the bath, find the hidden narrow path. Nothing here is left to chance in this chemical romance. Stop the clock and hold the breath, life defying every death. Hold the portraits, hurry by, captured in a hurry by. Captured in a frame of white, saved from the eternal light, saved from the eternal night. Rising from the sail night, merging you and merging me. Final proof of what was planned, held within my shaking hand. Developing edges of white and of gray, capturing how we were back in the day. You wore that jacket and stood by the gate, laughing at things that we left up to fate. The air in the photo feels heavy and still. We looked like we stood on the top of the hill. You were my summer in shades of bright blue, finding a version of me next to you. Nothing is ever as clear as it seems. Lost in a landscape of wilder extremes. Lost in a landscape of wilder extremes. Shaking the picture to see what was there. Salt from the ocean was thick in your hair. Sunlight was hitting the glass of your lens. Back when we thought we would always be friends. The colors are fading, but I still can feel the way that the moment was honest and real. You were a season of fire and of rain, holding a joy that was worth every pain. Watching the border begin to turn old, living a life that was brave and was bold. Living a life that was brave and was bold. I put the memory back in the drawer, not really needing that past anymore. under my skin, letting you out without a doubt. Now we are through, starting anew. Frozen sip to start the show. Let the summer furnace go. Feel the rhythm in the breeze. Glacial touch against my palm. Glacial touch against my palm as the pavement starts to bake. This is just the breath I take. Waves of heat across the street make the scene feel incomplete, but I hold the winter tight, right beneath the heavy light. Water beads begin to slide down the wall of grace inside. Let the pressure turn to steam. I am part of nature's scheme. Frozen sip to cool the soul, taking back my full control while the sun is burning red. I have got this ice instead. Let the fever lose the fight in the middle of my sight. Everything is crisp and clear. Now the worry cannot steer. Now the worry cannot steer. Sidewalk shimmer in the glare. Heavy weight within the air. People rush and people shout. I have figured life all out. Day is hanging like a weight, pressing down on every gate. But I have a secret shield that will never ever yield. Silver liquid in the glass, watching all the people pass. I enjoy the zero grade, sitting in the quiet shade. Frozen sip is all I need in this world of fast and greed. In this world of fast and greed. Let the chaos melt away, finding strength to win the day. I am anchored to the thrill, moving with the quiet will, drinking in the silver frost. Nothing good is ever lost. Heart is steady like a stone, standing here and on my own. Winter hides inside my hand, more than they could understand, more than they could understand. Every drop is like a cure, making every moment sure. Stay so frosty in the blue, something fresh and something new. Hold the cold and let it be, setting all my spirit free. Cold glass orbit in my palm, keeping every storm so calm. Swirling colors deep and wide, holding all the truth inside. Vitreous circles in my hands, small enough to understand. Blue like water, clear like ice, heavy like a secret vice. Spinning on the wooden floor, rolling to the bedroom door. Catch you with a steady thumb, wait for all the nerves to numb. Frozen planet in my grip, watch the liquid edges slip. Green like moss and dark like cells. Keep the heavy scent around, knowing that the soul is bound. Denim pocket holds the sound, clinking till the core is found. Drag the stone across my chest, put the shaking heart to rest. Feel the surface cold and dry, underneath the plastic sky, underneath the plastic sky. Every color is a vein, washing out the salt and stain. Open skin to let it through. Dye the muscle bright and blue. Heart and center, polished bone. Never have to be alone. Keeping everything inside, drowning in the heavy light. Spirit cold and sharp and bright, burning through the heavy night. Anchor in a sea of change, making all the world feel strange. Kill the noise and kill the fear, swallow down to stay the same. I forgot my given name. Glass is all I have to be.
Clear the view and find the track. Push the heavy wall of water back. Clear the view. Push it back. Turbulence awakes the heavy night. Every fear is coming into sight. Clouds are gray and hanging very low. I have nowhere left for me to go. Silver rain is crashing on the hood, doing things I never thought I could. Through the storm I start to see who I really want to be. Sweep the doubt away from here, make the jagged edges disappear. I can see. Vision blurs with every passing mile. I am losing focus for a while. Rhythm keeps the panic from my head, finding all the words I never said. Tires spinning on the blackest road, dropping off a heavy mental load. Steady hands will hold the wheel, proving everything I feel is real. Break the cycle of the gray, chase the ocean spray away. Hold the wheel, spray away. Pressure builds against the dark, waiting for a single tiny spark, wiping out the ghost of every mistake. Feeling like I finally might awake. The rubber strokes the surface of my mind, leaving all the bitterness behind. Looking through the polished glass, watching all the sorrow pass. Mastering the stormy weather now, taking back a solemn silent vow. Through the glass, silent vow. Moving toward the morning sun, knowing that the race is won. Glass is clean and spirit bright, driving straight into the white. The path is finally in my sight. Atmosphere is thick and deep, while the tired people sleep. I can see your face so clear. I can see your face so clear, though you are no longer here. Every lamp is just a blur, where the ancient spirit stirs.
is lost in haze, in a strange and heavy phase. Walking through the damp and chill, past the house upon the hill. Memory is like a ghost. Memory is like a ghost at the place I love the most. Time is turning like a wheel, changing everything I feel. Floating through the velvet night, chasing every faded light. Underneath the iron sky, watching all the years go by. Open up the heavy gate, leave behind the hand of fate. Elemental forces rise. Elemental forces rise underneath these heavy skies. Silver mist begins to break, for the soul is now awake. Rising from the ocean floor, standing by the open door. Everything is sharp and new, passing from the gray to blue. Across the line, through the design, the air is thin, let life begin. The rain is past, nowhere to hide. We reach the end, my oldest friend. Moving on, the mist is gone, a brand new day. Carefully counting to lead myself home. I am carving a path in the dust and the chrome. Gravity pulls on the ivory square, resting against the cold back of a chair. I line them up in a long, narrow row, watching the movement of light as it is low. Clicking in time like a heart in a chest, giving the ghost of a feeling a rest. Once it begins, there is no way to stop, waiting for every last sequence to drop. Linen is draped on the mahogany wood. I would go back to the start if I could. 23 pieces are standing in line. 23 pieces are standing in line, marking the days when your spirit was mine, falling in sync with the rhythmic sound. Everything heavy is hitting the ground. One little touch sends a wave through the air. Suddenly see you standing right there. Patterns emerge from the mess on the slate, leaving the rest of the evening to fade. None of the pieces are left on their side, nowhere for a heavy heart to hide. Tapping the table to finish the play, sweeping the weight of the winter away. Memory moves in a certain design, crossing the border and feeling the sign. Clicking right here, right where we were.